All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. We're diving deep today into something, well, kind of universal for all us parents out there.
Mistakes.
Yeah, mistakes. But maybe not mistakes in the way we usually think about them.
Hmm.
We're taking a look at some excerpts from pasted text
Hmm.
and really focusing on this idea. What if, instead of fearing those parenting slip-ups, we actually saw them as like, I don't know, opportunities?
Golden opportunities. Yeah.
Golden. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, and anyone listening can think about this too. When you hear parenting mistake,
Mm.
what pops into your mind? Like, is there a specific moment that comes up?
I think everyone has one of those moments, right?
Michael.
And I think the first thing to remember is that making mistakes as a parent, it's totally normal.
Totally.
Like, expected even. We're all figuring things out as we go. Every kid is different. Every day is different.
It's like you think you've got this parenting thing down, and then bam, curveball.
Right. And what happens when we try to pretend we've got it all figured out?
Oh, that's where things get messy, right?
Totally. Because we're not only fooling ourselves, but we're also sending a message to our kids that, hey, perfection is the goal.
Which, let's be honest, is totally unrealistic.
And harmful, too. Think about it. If a child thinks their parent is perfect, they'll never feel comfortable admitting their own struggles.
Oh, absolutely. Like, they'll be so afraid of messing up, of disappointing us, that they'll just hide everything.
And that's where the real problems start.
Right.
So what's the alternative?
Well, that's what we're digging into. What if, instead of hiding those mistakes, we embrace them?
Now you're talking. It's all about shifting our perspective. Instead of shame and secrecy, we go for openness and growth.
Okay, I like where this is going. So walk me through this. How would this actually look in practice?
Well, imagine this. You're a kid, and you see your parent mess up. But instead of denying it or brushing it off, they own it.
And not just own it, but actually try to do better next time.
Exactly. They're not just saying sorry. They're showing you what it means to take responsibility and learn from your actions.
Okay, I see where you're going with this. It's like, it's not just about avoiding mistakes. It's about what we do when they happen.
Right. And, that's a really powerful lesson for kids to see. It teaches them that it's okay to be imperfect.
Because let's be real, we all are.
Exactly. And it also shows them that growth and learning are a continuous process.
It normalizes the idea that everyone makes mistakes, and that's okay. What matters is that we learn from them.
Right. It's about fostering that growth mindset we hear so much about.
Oh, yeah. That whole idea that our abilities aren't fixed, but can be developed through effort and, well, learning from our mistakes.
Right. And when we model that for our kids, when we show them we're not afraid to mess up and try again, it's huge. They start to see mistakes not as failures, but as opportunities to learn and grow.
It takes the fear out of trying new things,
Yeah.
right? Because they know it's okay if they don't get it perfect the first time.
Exactly. And that fearlessness, that willingness to try and fail and try again, that's what helps them develop resilience, creativity, all those important life skills.
So I want to go back to that idea of actually putting this into practice. Like, what would you say to a parent who's, I don't know, maybe struggling with this whole concept?
I'd say start small. It doesn't have to be some grand gesture. Maybe you lost your patience and snapped at your kid. Instead of just feeling guilty, try saying something like, hey, I'm sorry I yelled. I was feeling stressed, but that's no excuse. I'm going to work on handling things differently next time.
Oh, I love that. It's simple, but so powerful. You're acknowledging the mistake, taking responsibility, and showing that you're committed to doing better.
Right. And that's the key, isn't it? It's not about never making mistakes. It's about what we do after we make them.
So to wrap things up, would you say that the biggest takeaway here is that mistakes aren't the enemy? They're actually, like we said at the beginning, opportunities.
Absolutely. There are opportunities to learn, to grow, to connect more deeply with our kids, and to model what it means to be a lifelong learner.
I love that. This has been so insightful. Really makes you think.
It does, right? So as you all continue on your parenting journeys, I'll leave you with this. How can you shift your perspective to see those mistakes not as failures, but as valuable lessons?
It's a great question to consider. And remember, you're not alone in this. We all mess up, and that's perfectly normal. The important thing is to keep learning and growing, both for ourselves and our kids. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
Thanks for having me.
Until next time.
See you then. Bye.